Hi everybody, this is Nate and Lindsay
Hi.
with a Backcountry beer review. Today right now we're almost at the summit of Pajarito Mountain, which is near Los Alamos, New Mexico. You can tell it's actually an extremely beautiful view into the Valle Caldera behind us. That's Valle Grande, probably the most famous valle in the Valle Caldera. The beer we're reviewing today, well, I'll let Lindsay explain why she picked it here in a second. It's by Shock Top, which of course is owned by Anheuser-Busch, the large beer conglomerate, and it is their Twisted Pretzel. I believe it's a Belgian wheat, or at least it claims to be a Belgian wheat.
That's what it claims.
So I gave Lindsay the task. We planned on doing this hike a while ago, and I gave her the task of picking a beer to review, and this is the beer she came home with. So it's a little bit different than what we normally do. Why? Can you explain yourself? Why did you pick this beer?
So I went to the store and I was looking up and down the aisles, and for some reason, like, this one just kept catching my eye. And I don't know why, it just sounded so strange. Like, why Twisted Pretzel? What does that mean? So I just couldn't shake it. I was like, all right, I gotta just try it. So that was pretty much my reasoning. I had no other insight to this beer. I had no idea it existed. I just saw it and was like, why do I want to try this so badly?
Yeah, so we're gonna take this up to the summit and give it a taste. It is October, so it is vaguely Oktoberfest season. So that might have been why it was fresh in your head. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna open it up and taste it. All right, as you can see, we're in the line of fire of baby play. He had to be up here. It's time for a sip. I'll go first since she's on baby duty. I'm not gonna hate on this beer just because it's like a macro beer. That's not what I'm about, but I will say it's really caramely to the point where I think it has like artificial caramel flavor, perhaps, because it just has like this pure caramel note. It's like sweet, but not in like a malty sweet way, in like an artificial sweetness way. I wouldn't say it's overpowering. I'd still say it's off dry, but it is have this like interesting caramel note to it that's not reminiscent of malt. When I was at home sniffing it, that's where it's like really punches you in the face, just that caramel aroma. I would say it also has like some pretty significant bready yeastiness. It's not clear to me, are they trying to make it taste like a pretzel? I think it's obvious that they are. And I think that yeastiness is kind of lending itself to that, along with that caramel note, right? I mean, I would definitely buy that it tastes like a pretzel in that regard. I'm also at the end. The finish is pretty non-existent, so when I say the end, I mean the end of where I stop getting flavors. I'm getting this, I'd call it like vanilla. Other than that, I can't really think of any other flavors I describe. It's like to me, it's a pretty decent like beer that you'd bring to a tailgate or something that's not just like a basic lager. I mean, it's not terribly complex to me, but I certainly wouldn't drain pour it. What do you think?
I would say, like, it definitely, when you smell it, it smells like a pretzel. Like, it smells like a pretzel out of the oven. Like, you get that immediate, like, doughiness. You get that, like, yeast. I guess I don't really pick up on, like, the strong caramel flavor. I do get a lot of the malt. I get a lot of the yeast. I wouldn't say it tastes like a pretzel.
No.
Like, I know that's probably what they were intending, but it really doesn't taste like it, especially with how much it smells like one.
Yeah. And I remember what I was thinking at home when I tried it. To me, it was like, was it Golden Crisp cereal? Is that the one with the bear on the box? It's like Golden Crisp cereal to me, where it has that kind of like, I would imagine that Golden Crisp is probably like corn syrup, and it's a malt cereal. To me, that's kind of what it tastes like. It has that like almost corn syrup taste, where it certainly wouldn't come across to me as corny, but it's not like,
just
it's
like,
not honey. It's
just
not,
like sweet, like artificially sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I also agree that it's not an offensive beer,
no.
Right? Like, it wouldn't be like a polarizing thing to bring somebody, like an IPA or like maybe like a,
or even like a cheap, or even going the other way, like a cheap lager, right? Like
yeah, it's pretty middle of the road, I'd say, and I think. I mean, I don't hate it. I mean, would I buy it again?
The funny thing to me is like I get that the Shock Top brand is, Anheuser-Busch's answer to Blue Moon, right? It's supposed to be a wheat beer. I'm not sure if that really needs to be a wheat beer. I'm actually curious, like, how much wheat is in it.
I don't pick up on wheat at all.
Or if they just add, like, do they just add flavorings to the, the regular Shock Top recipe? I wonder. But So yeah, not a bad beer, but not one that I'm like, you got to go out and buy right
Yeah,
now.
I wouldn't clamor to find this, but you know, having be that the only reason I bought it was I was like, what is this? I'm glad I tried it. It's, you know, it's okay.
All right, well there you
It's
go.
okay.
It's okay. A ringing endorsement. I wouldn't throw it out, wouldn't kick it out of bed, so to speak.
Yeah.
So anyway, hey, cheers. Have a backcountry beer for us.